What is going on? How is everybody doing on this wonderful day? So we are going to continue on what we started last week, and that is using the triple injector. So I love this thing. But enough about that for just a second. Let me answer a couple questions people had about this. So this is the 1 foot grub that I shot last week. Of course, it looks really, really awesome. It did not come out like we thought it was going to be, but I think it'll work in the past. And everybody was wondering in the comments, like, what in the heck are you going to try to catch with that? My goal is, so here in the wonderful state of West Virginia, we have muskie in all of our streams and lakes and stuff like that. My goal is to catch a muskie with the 1 foot grub. And when it comes to the muskie pike world, this is pretty much like a medium-sized lure, if you know what I mean. They make some huge lures out there in the muskie and pike world. I believe this one would be considered like a medium, stuff like that. I have thrown other grubs I've made in the past trying to catch a muskie. I have not been successful, so hopefully later in the future we can get out there, do some muskie fishing, and hopefully one of those muskie will bite the 1 foot grub. So that's our goal. All right, back to the triple injector. So I love this thing. I had a lot of fun last week. I can't wait to continue it in this video. I want to say thank you to all my fellow bait makers out there in the YouTube world. People had some wonderful suggestions on how to make this easier. One suggestion was taking the mending block and warming it up, you know, before you shoot your mold and stuff like that. I couldn't agree more. I've done that in the past myself. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but thank you for that. So a mending block is where all three colors come together to go into this single snout, so it goes into the mold itself. So thank you for that information. I will definitely be doing that today. Also, I'll be warming up the mold itself. That should make it shoot a little easier. And somebody recommended that you actually grease up your injector between every shoot. I couldn't agree more with that too. That seems like a wonderful idea. So when it comes to greasing up your injector, you put a little dab of grease in there. So I think I can show you. Let me take all the caps off. Pull these up. So if you look at the top of this injector, there is an O-ring on each one of them, and that keeps the plastisol from getting behind this I guess cylinder, plunger, whatever you want to call it, and building up inside the tube here. Now some does sneak behind, but it does make it easier to clean when you have good O-rings. And I will tell you the factory ones from Bass Tackle are very good O-rings. So, but you want to grease these up before like every shoot they were recommended, so you actually have, you know, less friction and stuff like that. So let's put these caps back on. They're also on the caps too, so nothing nothing spills out the side there and stuff like that. So thank you everybody for those wonderful ideas. We will definitely be using those in today's video. And I've been rambling on for quite a while now, so let's get some plastisol out, get it cooking, and let's get to making some baits. All right, so let's talk about our first color here. So I got some plastisol up to temperature here. We're going to be making the green side. So if you haven't guessed it yet, we're going to do some Fire Tiger. So I got some recycled orange from one of my favorite baits called Dukes of Hazzard. And we got two different kinds of chartreuse. We got transparent with Siren scales, small black flake, looks like some San Andreas or Vice City Holoshift from 8-Bit Baits, and then just some regular chartreuse on top and stuff like that. We will definitely be dirtying this up too, a little bit of small black flake, and let's try to make a really cool green. I know that Fire Tiger has a really bright green, but we're going to do like more of a darker green and stuff like that, kind of like a perchy slash bluegill color and stuff like that. So let's start with 3 drops of baby bass from Lure Works. So 1, 2, and 3. This baby bass does a little bit, goes a long way. Look at that, look at that. Already really nice pretty green color. So it's pretty thin still, so let's double that. Let's go from 3 to 6. So that's 4, 5, and 6. There we go. I'm digging that. Yep, I'm digging that. And then we're going to take this marsh grass and spike it. So this is from Dead on Plastic, and this just kind of gives it a little bit of character. So let's do 3 drops of that and see where that gets us. Yep. So let's go from 3 to 10. So we're going to do 7 more drops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Been a while since I used old marsh grass. And that really gives it like this. I mean, it almost looks like it has Holoshift in it and stuff like that. So I'm going to do 5 more drops of marsh grass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a total of 6 Lure Works baby bass and a total of 15 marsh grass from Dead on Plastics, or Dead On. And look at that color. That is an awesome, awesome green. So We're going to take some small flake, which is in .015, and we're going to do a 1/16 of a teaspoon. So very leveled out. So right there. Boom. Oh, I just nailed the camera. Hold on. Sorry, let me get you guys back in there. My bad. Dang. Sorry about that. Amateur hour, huh? Are you ready for this? Does that make up for me hitting the camera? That looks like a pretty sweet color. All right. So we're going to get these two caught up. Then we're going to get them all exactly the same temperature. And we're going to try our hardest to use a triple injector one more time. All right, we are ready to shoot these. So much lower temperatures than last week. Purge it out a little bit. We are shooting the 2-inch crappie slayer first, and we're focusing on one mold at a time, holding some pressure. All right, got a good shot there. There we go. Sorry about the arm in the way there. I'm gonna put the blending block over there. Put the leftover back into the thing, and let's go from that. All right, we'll let this cool down for a little bit, and then we'll take a look at them. All right, who is ready to take a look at these? So let's see how these came out. So almost coming out good. All right, the bellies look pretty good. Oh yeah, those came out looking awesome. Check out that. Our little twist. Look at that laminate. Yes. So I went with way cooler temperatures this time. I was probably around like 318, 319 on all of them. Oh yeah, that came out great. So it works on smaller baits for sure. Even the last ones came out looking good. Look at that. That's a good color. So there's our little twist on Fire Tiger. So let's move on to the next mold. All right, round 2 with this Fire Tiger. We got the 3-inch tracer from Angle and AI. And we got the trout worm from Epic Bait Molds. So got that one. Top that one off. And then here comes it. Oh, I think I got to do it sideways. Sorry. Yep. There we go. I think that was a pretty good shoot. Put this excess in here. All right, we'll let this cool down for a little bit, and we'll take a look at them. All right, let's take a look at these bad boys. Let's do the old trout worms first, see if they laminated. Ooh, yeah, pretty cool. Nice. They did laminate. Look at that. Green, chartreuse, orange belly. Yeah, those came out looking pretty good. I'll be darned. Let's look at one of the last ones. I think they look a little better than the first ones there. Yeah, look at that chartreuse line in there. You can see it. And an orange belly. Wow, those came out pretty cool. All right, 3-inch tracer time. Let's see how they came out. So far, so good. Nice and green on top. The runner looks pretty good. Oh, yeah, check that out. That's pretty sweet. Nice. Nice. They all came out pretty good. And that ladder line runs right there on that ridge of like this little ridge like in the mold there. Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that every day of the week. Sweet. All right, let's move on. All right, everybody, as you can see, I've already mixed our next color. And if you guessed blunt nose minnow, you are correct. I know I shoot this color quite often on my channel, but I never use the same recipe because I never write anything down when it comes to this. I just kind of wing it as I go. So let's start with the belly. The belly is this really cool looking clearish white. I'll tell you exactly how I got it. All these measurements are in a half a cup, and this is dead on plastic jerk bait, swim bait. The last baits we did were all in worm from Dead on Plastic. So All right, let's continue. How I got that nice color right there is I put 20 drops of this Dead On Snow Sheen, and I put 2 drops of white from Dead On. I put a 1/4 teaspoon of this Glimmer Fin from 8-Bit Baits. The black was very easy. I just put 15 drops of black from Dead On, and the brown, one of my favorite colors, so I put 40 drops of this Yukon. This stuff is very thin, and a 1/2 cup. I put 2 drops of brown from Dead On, and then I put 4 drops of Carolina Pumpkin from Lure Works, and I also put a 1/32 teaspoon of Gold Member in it from 8-Bit Baits. So that is going to give us our blunt nose minnow. I didn't show you the brown there. Pretty cool color. We're going to reheat this up, get it to temperature, and we're going to shoot this awesome color in the triple injector. All right, everybody, we are ready to shoot this blunt nose. So let's back these up just a smidge so I can get to the mold there. Coming in. Good pull. Purge it a little bit. We're coming in hot. So this is the slouch from Epic Bait Molds. It's like you're shooting 6 molds, so we're gonna give it a try. Oops, the last one might be a little messed up there. Fill this up. All right, good pour or shoot, however you want to say it. Put the rest of it back in here. Phew. Workout. If you need the exercise, buy you a triple injector. All right, let's let those cool down for a little bit, and then we'll take a good look at them. All right, everybody, let's take a look at these slouches. So we're gonna peel back the tops here. Hope they filled up pretty good. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That looks awesome. So let's take a look at this first one here. Yeah, that'll be sweet. That's pretty awesome. Let's take a look at the last one here. Sweet, a little bleed over, but look at that natural color coming out of it. So pretty sweet. I will take that every day of the week. Let's pull out a middle one here. Yeah, a little bleed over on the top of that one. So basically every one of these is like a separate shoot, you know what I mean? So heck yeah, I will take that. That is the blunt nose minnow right there. Sweet. All right, let's shoot it again. All right, so I did another round of the slouches in the blunt nose minnow. I gotta tell you, the slouch mold is pretty tough to do with the triple injector, because it is like you are shooting 6 molds there. Oh yeah, looks pretty good. Sweet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 6 one came out. These 2 are a little splattered around. See, look at that little leak up into the color there. That's not too bad. This one did the same thing, but this one on top looks really good. Yeah, I like it. This is probably the best one out of all of them. The second one, we'll take it. They'll still work. They're blunt nose. Sweet. All right, do we have enough time for one more mold? I believe we do. So I pulled out the tracer, and we're gonna do it in the blunt nose minnow. Good shoot, holding a little pressure, and we're gonna fill up the top there. Sweet. Put this back in here. All right, we'll let that cool down for a little bit. You know what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a good look at it. All right, last mold for this evening. Let's see if these tracers came out. So that was 2 pretty good spins there. I just want to let you know that. So, ooh, so far so good. Let's see the sprue, the runner. Runner looks good. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. Little bleed over. That one's really good. That one came out pretty good. That one came out pretty good too. And the bottom one came out pretty good. So the first 2 A little bleed over on one side. And yeah, but the bellies came out pretty good. I'll take them. Pretty sweet. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for this one. I appreciate you watching. And if you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button. So let's talk about this triple injector. I'm in love with it. I think it's awesome. I can't wait to do more baits in the future with it. I know I have a lot of practicing to do. Like I said, this is only the second time I've used this. You know, the first time was the last video. But a lot of fun. So many options out there that you can do with this thing to make some really amazing baits and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep practicing, hopefully get better with it. But until then, you know what time it is. It's time to look at these baits.